This verdict from the Supreme Court has come nearly a year and a half later, post their release. The convicts were released. That coincided with the 75th anniversary of the Indian independence. It was at that point heavily criticized, though it was their right to appeal. They appealed. The Gujarat government, the Gujarat High Court there granted them remission. So 1.5 years they've been out and free. Zeenat, if you can hear me. All right, we seem to have lost a connection there. But clearly, as we see, it's been a year and a half. August 2022 was when remission was granted to about 11 of Bilkis rapists. And here you have the Supreme Court undoing that. It's a clear justice that Bilkis Bano has got at this point. After multiple petitions, Supreme Court ruling in the favor, saying that the Gujarat court or the government at this point does not have the right to grant remission to these convicts for a crime like this. Let me cut across to Mumtaz, a Congress leader joining us on the phone line. Hi, Mumtaz. We see Bilkis Bano finally getting justice. 11 of her rapists. Remission has been revoked. They now return to prison.
I think this is the best news that we could have got this new year. I was very, very hopeful that Supreme Court would bring justice back to Bilkis Bano. Last year, it was shocking to see these convicts being released, and not only released but welcomed with garlands and mithai. It was really, really shocking and a big blow not only to Bilkis but to all women across the country who looked for justice at a time like this. But I'm very, very glad that Supreme Court has reversed this decision, and these people deserve to be in jail for life.
You know, I was just asking Zeenat, our activist, the same question, that the rapists have been out and free for a year and a half. Remission was granted to them in the year 2002, April. From then to now, it's been a year and a half nearly. They've been out and free despite all the criticism. They've enjoyed freedom for a year and a half. How do you perceive that development there?
You know, that is it. I mean, you have these kind of men out there enjoying, rejoicing in society. Imagine what Bilkis must be going through, as it is her life is still in danger. She's living under so much pressure, so much threat. And then to see these people out there, I can't imagine what she must be going through. And this was the worst kind of example that the courts could have set. You know, it gives these kind of criminals a lot of leeway. I guess, I mean, of course, it was all absolutely wrong, but today justice has been done.
If I could ask you a political question, Mumtaz, here, of course, Bilkis Bano has fought her battle, but what's the Congress party in Gujarat really done? Was there aid given from the party side? In a way, did you all help her morale, to keep her morale, to fight the case?
No, of course, the party has. It's not about the Congress party. This is something on a humanitarian ground. Why make this political? I mean, it is not about the Congress, about the BJP. I think she's somebody who deserves support from all across.
The Gujarat government was criticized for this remission, and that's what the Supreme Court has pulled up, saying the government has no right to allow for remission of convicts, which is why I asked you a political question in terms of the Congress party. Any push that the party made to ensure that she gets justice?
We all raised our voice. I mean, since the last 1 year, you've seen it. In fact, I wrote to the Prime Minister immediately when this happened. We all raised our voices. We've been trying to, you know, give whatever support possible. There are so many like-minded organizations who are affiliated, who've been giving aid to her, whether it's lawyers, whether it's people from the party, whether it's just even raising voice by people like us. So yes, of course, we've all stood by Bilkis, and it's not just Bilkis. It's about the cause. It is about justice to women. This was a heinous kind of crime of the highest order, and these people deserve to be in for life now.
and 7 members of Bilkis Bano's family were murdered post that rape. So clearly these are rapists, murderers who were out for a year and a half ever since that verdict was given of their remission in August 2022. So it's been a year and a half that they were out and free. Now they returned to prison. Mumtaz Patel joining us on that. Thanks very much for your time, ma'am.